Hello happy people, Hamza here and welcome to this tutorial. Now in this video I'm going to show you how to add an automatic here in your footer of a WordPress theme, or actually on a website that is based on Elementor. Now this means that you have built up your website footer using Elementor or any section where you want to show an automatic here in your website. So let's get started. Now the number one thing you have to know is that there are two ways to do this. You can use a code snippet of current here in a theme, and or if you're using Elementor as your page builder and you have your footer section built up with Elementor, then you can add a dynamic condition to your footer section. Now let's get started. One with the current here. Now the first thing you have to note that not every theme will be able to accept this code snippet to update your year automatically. So that means that some themes you'll have to do it manually, just like this theme. I have to do it manually. Now when I come over here to the footer section, you see that it is displaying 2020 and I had to do it here manually. Now if I add that code snippet right there, so I update, so it is updated. Now I come over here, I update. You realize that now the code is the one showing up and not the year showing up. So now that confirms that not everything will accept this code snippet to automatically update your year or automatically show the current year. So that means that in case your theme doesn't accept that, then you'll have to be doing it manually. But there are other themes that accept to be done automatically. For example, the Astra theme, Ocean WP, and a lot more other themes. Now, for example, when you come over to the customizer of your Astra theme, you come over here to the footer section, you come to the footer bar, you realize that automatically Astra has added this for you. And when I come over here to the homepage of this website, you realize that the year is showing up automatically when you use the current year code snippet. Now when I remove this over here and then I publish, then I reload this page, boom, it doesn't show up right here. So now you confirm that not every theme will accept this code snippet unless a theme that actually does support that code snippet. Now how do you do that in Elementor? Now first thing you have to do is that you have to have your website footer or any section where you want to add your automatic date built up with Elementor. And now this is here my blog, and I have here my current here displayed. And how did I do that? I simply came back here to my footer section. I'm going to open it with Elementor. Once it's open up with Elementor, now you realize that I have this widget right here. It is basically a heading widget. You can even use a text widget, and I have a current date displayed. I'm going to add another widget down there. So for example, I'm going to add title or a heading widget. I'm going to add it just on top of here, and I'm going to come over here to the dynamic option, and I'm going to scroll down here and I look up for the dynamic date or current date time, which is this here under site. So I select that, and right once it's selected, this is what is displayed. Then I'm going to come over here to the current date and time on this range here, and I'm going to come here to the date format, and I'm going to select custom. And once you select custom, you're going to delete everything here and just choose to display the year. Okay, now you see we are displaying the current year, which is 2020. Then later come over here to the advanced, and we are going to add the options before, after, and even the fallback. So before we want to display a copyright symbol, so in that case we have two options. We can either use the copyright symbol by copy pasting, or we can simply write this code snippet here. So let me try to use this one here. I paste it over here, boom, it shows up right there. Okay, if you don't want to use that, copy paste this over here, and still it will show up. I prefer to use this code snippet, and boom, I paste it over there. And then after, what happens after this year, then that will be the word or the name of my blog. So it's GoTech UG, and the fallback is basically for what shows up once none of this is showing up. So you can simply just write over there and say copyright 2020. Okay, so once you are done, now you can make the stylings of this section. Typography, you can change basically that to the font size that you want. This is like 13, and I am using a weight of like 300, and it is in white color. You have to add some spacing here, so we come over here, come back to content, title, come here to the range, and after the year we can add some spacing. Then you realize that there is some spacing over there, and also the copyright, we also add some spacing. So now we have some spacing after the copyright symbol and also after the year. So once you are done, you can simply align that to any section of your website. I think this is actually a different font. This is Montserrat. Come back over here to the style, typography. Then I look up for the font. Boom, shows up over there. I reduce further on the typeface type size, which is that. So now I'll delete this other one. So boom, we have now completed creating our dynamic date in the footer that will automatically show up every time the year switches. So once you are done, you simply hit update. Once you update, come over here to your blog, reload, and boom, it shows up right there. So congratulations on adding an automatic date in your footer, both in a theme or even using Elementor. In case you have any questions, comments, please let me know down in the comment box below. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy New Year.